All right. Good morning, folks. Good morning, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I believe we are officially here, episode three of Tackling Turnover with Teamwork here. Aswan Crookshank here. Let me formally introduce myself to you. If you're new to me, new to my world, new to everything I do, name is Aswan Crookshank, one and only Move Swiftly speaker, former Division I college football player, and current five-time published author and educator, all about taking the lessons that I learned as a football player, as a football coach, as a scout, all the teamwork lessons that are provided to us in sports, and applying it to business in a way in which business owners can use the system, use everything that I've learned, use my intellectual property to create a cohesive unit, cohesive unit within their own staff. So before we get started today, let's get through some announcements. First things first, if you live currently in the West Palm Beach area and you are interested in some free boxing lessons, I need you to put your email somewhere in the chat. I need you to send me a message with your email or click that QR code starting November 23rd at 9 a.m. and every 2 weeks thereafter. I will be hosting free boxing lessons for anyone ages 18 through 65. We're going to be doing it every other week. And I can't tell you, me myself, as I spent 4 years as a boxing trainer at 9 Round, I could do an entire show just based on how beneficial it is to learn this activity, how much confidence it gives you, how much it helps you in terms of your overall endurance, your physical health, everything, your mindset. Just learning this activity is something that's incredibly important. And again, I'm offering it for free. So if you are in the West Palm Beach area and you would like to, join the crew, we already got a good little group of people that have already signed up, but we will officially be starting that November 23rd. So make sure you get at me on that. Next thing, business owners. If you are a business owner of 20 or more employees, or even less, or anybody, actually, let me not just say 20 or more employees. If you're a business owner, period, and you want to, like you see on the screen there, you want to use innovative teamwork to help your business grow, to help your employees come to work every single day and feel like they have a purpose. You want a staff that's not just about getting a check. You want people that are actually committed to what the service is, what you guys offer in a service, and they believe in what you do. Go to freeguide.makeyourmove.com. It's a very, quick step. It'll take you maybe 3 or 4 seconds to put your name and your email in, and you will get a free guide on how to use innovative teamwork. 10 best ways. I put together a list of the 10 best ways to use innovative teamwork to reduce the turnover in your business. All right. As you can see on the screen, it's freeguide.makeyourmove.com. And finally, I'm recording this November 1st. Between now and November 9th, I have a partnership. Well, I won't call it a sort of a partnership, but there's a fundraiser, really beneficial fundraiser being run with a local soccer team out here in Palm Beach, the Royal Palm Beach Strikers. All right. I happened to meet it. It's so crazy because I happened to just meet one of the mothers of the team. I just happened to meet her while I was watching a college football game at Duffy's, and we got to chatting a little bit. And she was telling me about her boys. I teach, so if you guys don't know, but I teach a lot of boys her age currently. And, she was telling me about what they're doing and how they're, excelling as soccer players. And she herself is a former soccer player, used to be their coach and all that. So they're running a fundraiser currently. That's a really, really cool deal. I got one myself. And all you have to do is hit that QR code on the screen or just message me and I'll send you a link to it. But if you just spend $20, you will get one of these Domino's pizzas. Excuse me, not a Domino's pizza, but a Domino's card right here that you see on the screen. You'll get one of these cards, and between now and June of 2025, every time you use that card, you get an extra free pizza, large free pizza. All right. That is a easy deal. And it's only going to cost you $20. And obviously it's helping the young boys develop. It's going to a great cause and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you contact me if you're interested in hearing more about that. All right. So here we are. Friday, November 1st, 2024. And I'm going to get into today's topic. Today's topic, we're going to be talking all about tomorrow and the big payday that's coming to the Big Ten, because there's some incredible matchups. There's Ohio State taking on Penn State, and then there's my Michigan Wolverines. Again, I'm a huge Michigan Wolverines fan, and I believe in my heart they got the number one team, got the number one Oregon Ducks coming to the Big House. And I just personally believe, because this is how college football works, I personally believe that we're gonna get one. We're going to pull something off. We're going to pull off a miracle and either beat Oregon and either beat Ohio State. And I know Indiana is having a great year as well. You don't become the Michigan Wolverines. You don't become the national champions that we are without having a little bit of pride and looking at this last month, this last stretch, and saying to ourselves, hey, we got an opportunity to do something really special. We have an opportunity when it comes to building a future of the program and all that kind of stuff. We have an opportunity. So we're going to get to that in a second. But before I get started on today's topic, there's two current events that I need to address. First, we're going to talk a little politics. I'm going to talk a little politics because I just have to address it. I myself, as a LeBron James fan, as a LeBron James supporter, if you recall, just 2 episodes ago, the first episode actually of this particular series, this particular live stream that I do every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I spoke very highly of LeBron James. I love what he's doing with his son. I love everything that is associated with him, especially me, myself, being a Miami Heat fan. I root for LeBron James. I'm him versus Jordan all day and every day. However, when it comes to the politics and when it comes to what has recently happened, and this happened maybe just a couple hours ago, that he came out and tweeted this video in which is pretty much endorsing Kamala Harris for his vote and all that kind of stuff. And again, every time I talk politics, I'm not telling you who to vote for. I am just making sure I'm making it clear to you that it's important that you do your own research and you don't let celebrities be the ones doing, making the decision for you. Because I'm going to play you a clip in a second about just 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago now, where there was a very, and I've spoken about this in the past, but there was a very kind of contentious relationship between him and Donald Trump. And he was interviewed by Don Lemon, and he was talking about how sports is supposed to be about, and I agree with this actually. He was talking about how sports needs to be something that pulls people together, that brings people together, and not be something so divisive. And the only issue I have with him coming out and supporting Kamala Harris is I watched the video that he tweeted, and it said the video had nothing to do with Kamala Harris. The video had everything to do with what Donald Trump is doing wrong, which is why, in my opinion, that isn't helping Kamala Harris. And again, I've come out and said, look, Trump, I'm rolling with Trump on this election cycle. Now, I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican. None of these parties are paying me to make this decision. I'm a critical thinker, and I look at 2 people and I say, look, this person's more fit for this job versus this person as qualified as Harris actually is. I just don't think she's fit for the position that she's running for. But anyway, LeBron James comes out, he tweets something. Now it's only 4 days before the election. He tweets something that the video has nothing to do with Harris. So it's a contradiction from what we saw from him 5 years ago when he opened up his I Promise School. So let me play you the clip that let me play you what he said 5 years ago. And we're just going to kind of discuss and talk a little bit about the importance of not listening so much to celebrities, because this is what the Democrats like to do. They bring out a bunch of celebrities just to get your vote, and then again another 4 years and you never hear from them. Let me play you this from 5 years. I'm gonna play it in a second.
This race thing is taking over, and because I believe our president is kind of trying to divide us, but I think
kind of.
Yeah, is. Not, I don't want to say kind of. He's dividing us, and what I noticed over the last few months, that he's kind of used sport to kind of divide us, and that's something that I can't relate to, because I know that sport was the first time I ever was around someone white, and I got an opportunity to see them and learn about them, and they got an opportunity to learn about me, and we became very good friends, and I was like, oh wow, this is all because of sports. And sports has never been something that divides people. It's always been something that brings someone together.
Do you remember?
Right? You see my point? So if you look at that 5 years ago and his I'm just taking his exact words, sport has always been something to bring people together. For you to if you're going to endorse a candidate, endorse the candidate. Say why Kamala Harris is qualified, but don't endorse a candidate and then put out a video speaking so negatively about the opponent. Because what you've done at this particular, when you do that, is all of the Trump supporters now are going to be against you. You've kind of alienated them and made Trump supporters feel like they're supporting a racist, that they're supporting someone who doesn't like black people and all that. That's what kind of gets insinuated. I know you didn't say those words directly, but when you take it in the context that just 5 years ago, you're on record saying, hey, sport is supposed to bring people together, versus now you put out some video in which you basically go back into the segregation times and you basically have clips where people are being beaten and showing a lot of just negative things. That is an issue regardless of which side you decide to vote for, and that's been the issue for me, for everyone. This isn't just an attack on LeBron James. This is an attack on everyone who's ever come to me and has been so supportive of Harris. The only thing I hear is how bad Trump, bad Trump, bad Trump, bad Trump, bad Trump. When again, myself as a sports guy, just like LeBron, I don't want to hear I don't want to hear such a negative tone. I don't want to be in a world. I want to be in a culture where everything is so damn divided and we got to pick one side and I'm going to vote for somebody else because this person is just so bad, so bad, so bad. That's just not the kind of world that I would personally endorse. All right. So there it is. I'm done. No more political news. I promise you.